Mr. Darcy? What are you doing here?
Wherever you are in the world, thank you and welcome to Chris Average. I caught a wild hare and read The Penguin, Pride and Prejudice that has been on my shelf for 30 years. War and Peace spoiled fiction for me when I was too young, but I think I am emerging on the other side finally. Listening to the audiobook Anna Karenina has changed the game. Somewhere in War and Peace, Tolstoy has a few passages on the universal magnetism of young love. How a whole dinner table, young and old alike, sit entranced and enraptured by the courtship of Natasha and Prince Andrei. Except for the desperately unlucky, these are thrilling moments and shared experience throughout cultures and throughout time. So comes a great muse of these happy days. This average reviewer has no clue where literary criticism stands on Jane Austen in the 21st century. I could imagine her being a feminist icon and the herald of trad wives. Indeed, an AI tells me she has a pen in both camps. Her canvas is that roller coaster time, to be young, beautiful, and strong, when life is no longer brand new, but one still feels everything. For the Regency mind, a girl like Lizzie Bennet refusing Mr. Darcy is an earthquake. For Mrs. Bennet, even refusing Mr. Collins is a cataclysm. For our jaded and overstimulated 21st century minds, though, this cannot strike as hard. A Vindication of the Rights of Women was published when Austen was 18. Lizzie, however, never gives a polemic, not even an average one. Mrs. Bennet frets, but definitely not over Mrs. Wollstonecraft. So how is Jane Austen timeless? Two things. First, her prose. There are passages in the book that move like a languid river, flowing and melodious over an English speaker's ear. I am surprised Orwell does not praise her more, given his praise of Henry Miller. Austen is a far better storyteller than Henry Miller, yet, like him, her prose can sing and remain with you for days. Lizzie seems perfectly apolitical to me. I'm sure others will disagree, and describe how she chops down the patriarchy, despite her reverence and love for her father. Orwell rushed to Miller's defense in his essay Inside the Whale, precisely because Miller is perfectly apolitical, and because his prose lingers on the mind. Orwell called Austen harmless. Faint praise, but I think for him, praise. Second, her characters. I only know Lady Susan Vernon through Whit Stillman's droll but fantastic adaptation, Love and Friendship. Stillman is an acquired taste, like Marmite, but I find Love and Friendship and Barcelona delicious. Barcelona being tragically underappreciated. Creating two leading women of such accomplishment and of such different character is a literary feat. Sadly, we have too few really great heroines in English. Lizzie is among them. Buffy, Tess Durbeyfield, Ellen Ripley, Beatrice.
He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man, and he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, well, I am not for him.
Given this is my Austen experience, reading Pride and Prejudice and watching a film adaptation of her novella, real readers and global Janeites who know Sense and Sensibility, Emma, and Mansfield Park should rightly leave many comments below. I also imagine Stillman gives Lady Susan Vernon a more modern varnish. Jane Austen, I believe, would disapprove strongly of that movie's ending. Perhaps I have my audiobook for next month to find out. Creating memorable characters is the first chore of every writer. Plots can do almost anything with great characters, where a refused proposal or the long-awaited confrontation with the man who wrongly sent you to Chateau d'If can only land if the characters carry the reader to the sticking place. Austen paints brilliantly a love story, perfectly domestic and perfectly wonderful. Yes, this is the aristocracy. This is the upstairs of the house only. She adds additional flourishes of drama that are not often in real life, but why write fiction to be wholly realistic? Not every escaped prisoner can find a dragon hoard of gold. Not every refused proposal can end at Pemberley. Yet the love story of Lizzie Bennet and Mr. Darcy is as solid and real as 100-year-old oak. Further adding to Austen's powers, alongside the roller coaster romance of Lizzie and Mr. Darcy, but culminating in their stable union, she paints with clarity the married life of Mr. and Mrs. Bennet. A mismatched marriage forming the vast majority of matrimonies, often high-functioning, but not quite right. Had this average reviewer lived near Longbourn House, I would have admired Jane from afar, would have been terrified of Lizzie, would have smiled at Lydia's energy and indifference for an evening, and, in the end, probably proposed to marry. This is with sparse pages dedicated to all but Lizzie. To create these fully realized characters with a few words is talent sublime. Postscript. I've watched both the Keira Knightley film as well as the classic BBC adaptation from the 1990s. Both are terrific in different ways and worth an average review. Struggle with Peace. Team average.
But you seem very intelligent for an American.
Well, I'm not.